This episode is brought to you by The Seasons. In 2019, the millennial generation experienced the most memorable summer of our era, Hot Girl Summer. It was during this time that every woman felt the need to express her sense of freedom and no regrets for all her decisions. This was the ultimate living my best life period of any woman's life. Unbeknownst to them, that season was quickly followed by Fuckboy Fall. It was during this time that every male decided to express his sense of freedom and no regret for all his decisions. During the season of Fuckboy Fall, there was an extended holiday known as Sonograph September, in which every girl was presenting her cultivations of her hot girl summering, quickly forgetting that Fuckboy Fall still had another 2.5 months left. During the increased number of breakups that followed Sonograph September, due to the still ongoing season of Fuckboy Fall, we are now about to roll into a long, cold, lonely season of What a Mistake Winter. Cuddle season has officially been canceled. With the increased pregnancies of Hot Girl Summer, combined with the increased breakups of Fuckboy Fall, this will be leading us into a baby popping season of single mother spring. Crying babies, budding roses, and ducking baby daddies is all a lot of women are going to know. But fret not, ladies, because next year we'll be stepping into self-love summer, where you can all continue to sing your hymns that you don't need that nigga, and you can do this all by yourself while you're still collecting that child support check. What a year it has been, and what a year it will be. So keep on hot girling, fuckboying, what a mistaking, and single mothering, because we are all products of our environment. Now let's start the episode.
Our sins and woes, our sins and woes, our sins and woes.
Welcome to episode 14 of the Our Sins and Woes podcast, a podcast where a bunch of dumbass millennials talk about their dumbass opinions, their dumbass perspectives, their dumbass mistakes, and their dumbass complaints. I'm your host, Nelson, and thank you for joining me today. Quick couple shout outs. Shout out to the goddamn Montclair Library again. Still letting us come through and doing this fuck shit every goddamn week. I don't know why they keep letting us in here. Big shout out 795 Production. Keep following them on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. They got some shit coming. Oh, yo, that beat you drop. Nasty. Fucking with it. Big fucking with it. Yeah, no, fuck everybody else. That's all I got. With all that being said, let me go ahead and introduce my guest today, Penrose Eames. What up?
What's going on? First off, let me say I don't know what the fuck I signed up for.
Disclaimer already.
Right. Second off, the Montclair Library allowing this nigga to do this is like, remember when Dave Chappelle was like, when white people learn what ski mean, they gonna be like, what the fuck have we been doing?
Hey, that's why I don't get my business cards to them. They be like, yo, what's your podcast name? I'd be like,
right.
Joe Rogan podcast.
White people don't know. They right outside them doors. White people in their life away. And here it is niggerdom to the height.
Yo, you're already off to a wild start.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's what we know. Penrose Eames.
Your podcast. And before we even talk about that, you said something I got to ask a question about.
Okay.
If your rabbit died of natural causes, you would eat that thing?
Like, real shit. All right, so listen. All right. I said that in the heat of the moment talking about the show, but let's just be fucking honest, okay? I'm a very clean dude. I think I raised my rabbit in a very clean environment. In the best environments you can, you know what I mean? Having a domesticated rabbit, you know what I mean?
In a suburban area.
Exactly. So, if a situation presented itself to where it had to be done, I mean, shit, man. Because think about it. If my rabbit died and it's like the wastelands or some shit, and somebody else came along, they gonna eat my fucking rabbit. You haven't seen my rabbit. That motherfucker's huge, bro. I don't have a bunny. I got a rabbit that'll fuck your dog up. So you goddamn right.
He feeding the whole family.
Exactly, yo. I'm gonna get that meat before somebody else do. Fuck that shit, nigga. It's like Big Pun said, I paid for them titties, nigga. Get your own. Fuck that. I fucking that fat ass rabbit. That motherfucker's huge.
Yo, I heard that
I love
shit.
my rabbit, though. Shout out to my rabbit.
I heard that shit. I was like, because you was talking about like how like white people be sitting there, but they'll like shut down Christmas because the dog died.
The
or some
dog died,
shit.
yeah. And niggas just move on, yeah. How many niggas you know German Shepherds didn't die and they just been like, well, King dead. Nigga, like, they don't stop shit. They don't. White people take off work. They want you to feel sorry for them and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, listen, I will feel like I'm gonna respect your feelings as a person. Mm-hmm. If you really give that much of a fuck about your dog, I'm going to care. If I care about you, I'm going to care that you're upset. Yeah. But I care about the fact that you're upset. Your dog dying, bitch.
Fuck up my
I got bills and children. I don't give a fuck about your dog dying, man. Real shit. White people care about shit we just don't.
That's so fucking true.
Like not seasoning their meat.
What did I say in episode 1? Sometimes we might talk about unseasoned chicken. I'm sorry, man. White people, like, it happens.
that video of that little girl helping her mother cut that turkey open, and there was another turkey inside. It was one or two things. Either the internet was hyping my black ass up. I'm one of them niggas that for real be like, oh shit. Then I'll be like, oh, it's the internet. That can't be real. Or 2, white people don't season their meat. Because what do you do with a turkey when you take it out of the fucking package? You clean it out, and then you put stuffing in it. If you didn't do none of that, that's how you get that's how you get a baby turkey inside of a turkey.
You didn't clean it out. You didn't flavor it enough?
None of that. All you did was rinse the outside and was like, no, bitch. Mm-mm. And I have experienced, listen, and this ain't just a dig at white people. I've experienced, so I used to go to this aviation school out in Manassas and shit.
I know what you're talking about.
When we first got here, they was trying to do this thing, like, niggas is from everywhere, all over the country, so they trying to get people to come be together, all this dumb shit, right? So niggas throwing a barbecue. So we in that motherfucker, and I see the nigga literally take the chicken, nigga gets out his truck with the chicken, hands it to another white boy. White boy takes it out the Walmart bag, slits the package open, throws it on the grill. And I was like, yo, who the fuck's eating that? What do you mean? Didn't nobody wash this motherfucker? You ain't cut the extra fat off that bitch? Didn't nobody season this hole? Like, what are we talking about? That the fire's gonna kill whatever's on here. Nah, you niggas are gonna eat that. We're gonna eat this. Like, real shit.
Nah, I learned a long time ago there's a difference between how black people season and how white people season. Like, when they take it, they put it all the way upside down and just shake it up and down. I'm like, nah, you gotta put a little flick of the wrist to throw that thing sideways and flick the wrist. That's how you get the more seasoning out. Learned that trick a long time ago.
I mean, listen, every black person has the unknown ability
to season
to cook crack. They just don't know it. Just a flick of the wrist.
Wait.
Yo, that went so
It's the flick of the wrist. You said you don't know subconsciously. Think about it. Listen, I've never said I've stirred crack before,
but I'm capable of it.
Hey. No, I'm just being ignorant right now.
Yikes.
Kids don't sell crack.
Kids don't stir crack.
Yeah. Don't have your children around crack.
Just in general.
Who's still doing crack in 2019? We are going to 2020, the year of our Lord, and we still doing crack? Yeah. It's a hard life.
Hard times.
Anyway, my bad, man.
Yeah. We Got the Draws podcast.
For sure.
Yo, where the hell did that name come from?
We Got the Draws came from showing love to Tommy Ford from Martin.
Yeah.
Martin is based in my hometown of Detroit. That's not where Martin's from. That's just where that show was based out. And anytime Tommy would get happy, it was always, we got the draws, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so the most memorable moment is when he was testifying in court.
Yeah.
And he's like looking through his phone book and he's like, what does WGTD stand for? Or what does GTD stand for? And he was like, you got the draws. You know what I'm saying? And he finally explained, I got the draws. So, when Tommy died, I just kind of looked at it as a homage, and it's a sense of saying, like, it's anything, man. If you're happy that you just got that new promotion, if you're happy that you're about to have a baby, if you just broke up with a motherfucker and you're happy, whatever it is that you're doing that's progressing your life to the next level, you get in the drawers. Yeah. Because at the end of the day,
semblance.
When men talk to men and when women talk to women, which we'll get to that in a minute, because niggas talk about hoes and women talk about their boyfriends, which I don't get that shit. But there's always talking about, when talking about sexual relationships, it's always in a budding situation. Nigga, this bitch let me do this. You know what I mean? You're happy. Yeah. When she's talking about what her man did to her, she's happy. So when you talk about getting the drawers, it's usually a happy situation.
Yeah.
So if your kid just graduated high school, they got the drawers. Well, actually, you got the drawers because now this bill you've been paying for the last 18 years is out this motherfucker. white people are like, what is he talking about? Niggas is like, yes. Like, no, let me stop. But no, that's what We Got the Drawers is about. Shout out to my co-host, Black Paco. That's the homie.
Yo, Black Paco be having me weak. Don't let him have over 2 shots in an hour.
Dog. So listen, that's my friend, but like Black Paco, listen, the nigga, if he gets a little too drunk, the show is going. So like for like a month straight, we didn't drop a show, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't because we wasn't recording. It was because like one show it was like, to me it was whack. Another show was like energy. A lot of those shows is because that nigga was drunk and shit at like 10:30 in the morning. So. And I couldn't match his energy. I'm like, nigga, I'm not putting this shit out. Like, you're all over.
Black Paco be having me weak.
Right.
Shout out to Black Paco. Like, he be having me weak sometimes.
That's the homie, man.
So you started that podcast in the DMV, right? You didn't start that in Detroit?
What, We Got the Drawers?
Yeah.
Well, We Got the Drawers was a combination. Yeah, when I first started doing it, I was already out here. So we
Okay.
just recorded that one over the air or whatever. So
Okay.
over the internet and whatnot. So.
All right.
But I
You and
started
him?
podcasting in Detroit.
Where's your first one?
My original podcast was called The Grime Lords. We started back in
Okay.
like 2015. Had
Got
a
it.
crew. Had a nice little wave. I actually got a drop from Memphis Bleak. We was hot as fuck, yo. I got a drop from Memphis Bleak.
Talk your shit, Sway.
Real shit. And,
Talk your shit.
it kind of got fucked up, but I don't know, just the fact that this nigga did it. We was some niggas out of nowhere, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I literally got on Twitter one day and I was like, hey, yo, Bleak, I know you eat, sleep, fuck a bitch with your gat, but when you get a chance, will you do a drop for me? Dog, and I swear to God, this nigga got at us. We did the drop.
Shout
I
out
was
to
like,
Memphis
oh,
Bleak.
shit,
Shout out to Memphis Bleak.
Shout out to Memphis Bleak, yo. Because my man was supposed to do a show called the Memphis Bleak Appreciation Hour, and it just never came to be. But anyway, started podcasting in Detroit back in 2015. We did the Grime Lords for a while. That ended up turning into a show called Penrose versus Anybody, which is on hiatus for right now, but it's definitely on its way back. That was me. It was considered a solo show, but it was really me and my homie there go BJ,
Yeah.
who actually has a show called Change the Subject. I feel like I'm like part of NWA because so many niggas have branched off and are doing amazing things.
NWA, though.
Yeah, you ever seen that NWA picture where they like Dre brought Snoop and then Snoop brought Dog? I'm like, yo, niggas is doing amazing shit any fucking way. Penrose versus Anybody, that was my personal show. When I like came out here, I was the nigga that was just used to being behind the mic, so I never recorded shit. And
Yeah.
so, excuse me, when we first started, we were still using them big ass mixers and shit. You know what I mean? Like old school shit, thinking we needed to do it. So I got afraid. I ain't gonna front. I was not trying to record shit. So I was just like, well, I guess that's the end of my podcasting career. And then people was just like, yo, you dope at what you do. I do poetry. Like I kind of followed the Pac lane. Like. Niggas gonna do what bitches do. So if you make shit for women, niggas is gonna buy it any fucking way.
Facts.
So I do a lot of poetry on my shit, and people was just like, yo, you dope at what you do, come back. So that transpired with some personal shit that happened with my homie Black Paco, brought us together, and now we doing We Got the Drawers. So
Yo, that shit is quality content.
thank you.
Y'all be expressing yourselves in the most hilarious ways.
I believe, man, because I don't believe in regulation. This is the one thing that the FCC still doesn't have their hands on top of yet. And one day I believe they are gonna have their hands on top of it, so I can still say what the fuck I want to say. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
We're going to dive in in a minute.
Real
I
shit.
got you. We definitely, because I got some smoke with that too.
Like that.
But you coming out of Detroit, now you being in this DMV area. What's that change of lifestyle like?
I don't understand the cost of living out here. That shit's fucking
That's the one thing that got you.
This shit is fucking ridiculous. And like I think I'm getting used
Metropolitan area, bruh.
No, I get it, but niggas is paying for the fact that we live close to DC.
Oh,
just
yeah, no.
Just so you can say, guess where I live. Literally, bro, I swear to God, some of the houses out here, like my man's bought a house out here, and when he told me what he paid for it, I wanted to laugh because like nigga, there's houses in like Birmingham. Okay, so what niggas is paying, what niggas is considered $1 million homes in Michigan, that same home is like $400,000.
Yeah.
Like it's the cost of living is different.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like to think when you say Michigan, or even if you say Detroit, that you're talking about a shithole because of the way that the media portrayed us for so many
Yeah.
fucking years. Which don't get me wrong, like Detroit did go through some bullshit for a minute, but it was never the
Facts.
cesspool they tried to play it off to be. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, man. The cost of living out here is fucking ridiculous.
Because
bro.
everybody that usually lives outside of the area of DC works in DC. So
Exactly.
you assume that they make big money.
Right.
But then
But
the
not
people
all.
that work in the outlier areas of DC live outside of that area because the cost of living is cheaper outside of the area that is outside of DC.
What I noticed is, like, the niggas who or the people in general who live like around our area or further up north either enjoy a better way of life and so they'll deal with those higher costs, or they do make the money. It's the penny pinching ass. I'd rather deal with this 3-hour fucking drive. Niggas is leaving their house from like Culpeper and Fredericksburg at 4 in the fucking morning to get to work by 7. Suck my dick. I'm gonna pay these extra prices. Like, you got me fucked up, yo. You got me fucked up. Like, come on, think about it. Like, you have to pay to, when you live here, that's the one thing that smack you in the face is the cost of living.
Yeah.
Mind the fact that you paying taxes on top of some shit that you already paying taxes on top of. But this cost of living is ridiculous. So I feel like if you're gonna stay out here, that's the one thing you have to get in front of.
Yeah.
And I refuse, like well-known fact, I did my last 2 years of high school in Stafford. And so I lived in Stafford when it was nothing. Yeah. And to me, it still looks the same. I'd be goddamn if I moved down there. Stafford is yo, what niggas don't know, the Confederate flag got outlawed, 2-3 years ago, 3-4 years ago, whenever the fuck it got outlawed. If you drive down 95 through Stafford fucking County, it is the biggest Confederate flag that still flies to this fucking day. And they say they won't do shit about it because it's on private land. Why the fuck would I move down there where that shit's allowed? And niggas is like, but it's cheaper. Go get hung there, nigga. I'm straight. I'll pay these extra prices for my security. Fuck you, nigga.
He's not wrong.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. They still got white boys, don't get me wrong. I went to Stafford and lived in Stafford when the time where a white boy told you that it was heritage and I ate, and you could almost believe it. I knew white boys that knew the Snoop album was dropping before I did. You know what I'm saying? Never heard him say nigga or nothing, but at the same time, you look exactly like the white boy who called me nigga 2 days ago, and I had to fight in the parking lot at school. So
I might have to fight your principal.
Nah, it's just the fact that people progress.
Yeah.
And that area has not progressed. If you walk into 7-Eleven in Stafford County right now and it's a female clerk, I guarantee that bitch look like something like a mom out of a 1980s movie. Her hair is big as shit. Her makeup is fucked up. Like, it just is what
She got that one mole right under her eye.
Exactly. It's Stafford County, bro.
She probably still smoking cigarettes out of the pipe.
All of that shit. All of that shit. She calls you baby with the long A and shit. Fuck out of here, bro. I'm straight.
The long A.
I hear nothing but facts.
Stafford County is a weird place, bro.
Yeah, why he sound like when Brandon Moore was talking so much shit about Culpeper, bro?
Culpeper too. My dad lives in Culpeper. Fuck Culpeper, bro. Culpeper's the only place I've been in my life where you have to walk into town. We're going into town. What are you talking about? I thought we were into town. What are you talking about? My people are from dirt south ass Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So when you go down there and you like, shout out to anybody who knows what Odina and Sylacauga is in Alabama. If you go down there and you're like I remember going down there for a family reunion, and I was like, yo, where's the mall? And my man was like, well, the Walmart is like up on our route. And I was like, what? And my granny was like, nigga, because literally there is no mall, right?
Yeah.
So when you think of places like that, it's like, whatever. But when you're talking about somewhere that without all the dumbass traffic is technically only an hour away from the fucking nation's capital, and you bitches have to go into town, that's what people don't realize about this area. Niggas hear Virginia and they think it's all like country, and they don't know what like.
Oh no, we know.
The up north.
The Northern Virginia people know it's not country. It's everybody outside of the state of Virginia that think it's country.
Once you get to like Culpeper and Orange County and shit, or Orange and all of that shit, like I've seen girls come up to what was that club that used to be somewhat popping back in the day? V5? Bitches was getting hotel rooms to spend the night and like up on this end. Yeah. We going to V5. Bitch, there's no cover charge to get in this place. What are you talking about? This is what you spent your hard on Dollar General check on? Dollar General check. I got on my face. But I love you Culpeper bitches though. I do. Some of the most gullible bitches in all of the land. I love you.
All of the land.
But anyway. Huh? Oh, that gullible as shit, man. You find some country girls down there too, like real shit.
Fresh pickings.
Yep. Just fell off the dumb nigga truck 2 days ago. He said he liked me. I believe you. Oh shit! All right, my bad. Getting all off the rails off this shit.
Yikes! Nah, you right though. Virginia, a different lifestyle.
It is
because I lived in Washington State, and the mindset out there is completely day and night.
Right.
Like they consider their small, like it's got. They live in a very like touristy city. Like there's a lot of people that come in. Like Washington has one of the biggest 3-on-3 competitions in all the Western Hemisphere.
Right. I've
When
heard,
they do the Hoop Fest.
Right.
Whole weekend, they shut downtown down and stuff like that. This is a touristy spot. You go out there and like when you talk to the locals, though, they got a real fucking like small town mindset.
Right.
Everybody know everybody that's from around there, unless the motherfuckers are coming in from like Seattle or they coming in from Coeur d'Alene and stuff like that.
Right.
Everybody inside of Spokane knows each other.
Right.
So, and then I go to California, like none of these motherfuckers have met.
Right.
Like, and I was in a small, what I would consider a small city in California, because
Right.
I'm like an hour away from LA, an hour away from San Diego. I'm smack dead in the middle, and I'm like, yo, how have you never seen this person? They've always been at this bar.
I think Detroit is the smallest big city around.
Mm-hmm.
When the recession happened, we went from 1.5 million people to 700,000. There's some niggas that look at 1.5 million people in a city and they laugh. You know what I mean? But even in Detroit, if I saw you today and then again tomorrow, it's because we from the same block.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It almost weirds me out that no matter where the fuck I go around here, you see the same fucking people.
Yeah.
It's just a little like
The
to me,
only
it's-
3 bars that are allowed in just this city alone,
Man,
and like
what?
you're gonna see the
You're
same
gonna
3
see the
people,
same people.
at all 3 bars.
Especially if you're a bar, like especially the bar regular people.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed though? You have bar hoppers, and they go and they go to the 3 major bars, and then you got bar regulars, and those people shut down Fridays. It's a difference.
Facts. I am not speaking from personal experience, but facts.
I'm
I'm
just
definitely
saying.
speaking from personal experience. But yeah.
Listen, if you or someone you know closes on Fridays anytime during the week, like Monday through Thursday, seek help. Actually, if you just closing it out on Fridays at the bar, period, seek fucking help, man.
I personally feel attacked right now. I personally feel attacked right
Like,
now.
it's cool to drink at the bar on Fridays, but if it's still 2:30 and they're like, "Sir, we're closed," like, what the fuck are we doing? They don't even have a patio, bitch. Leave. Like,
It's time to go. You should have been going at 1:45 when it was calling last call.
Last call. And you got those people that do it. Some of those people are heroin whites, or they might not be.
Yeah.
They definitely don't look like us, though.
Nah, see, I can't even wholeheartedly support that because like I used to have a bar in California. It used to fuck with me heavy.
That's different.
So I'd
though.
be there at 2:30
Is it
in the morning.
Fridays?
Sometimes
right,
it was
then.
Friday, sometimes it was Thursday.
No, nigga, no.
Tuesdays,
I'm
Wednesdays.
talking about the restaurant Fridays.
All right, I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
Everybody has their local bar that does shit for them. Shout out
Yeah.
to Banco's in Detroit. It's one way in that bitch and one way out.
Shout out to Worthington's in Riverside,
You know
California.
what I'm saying? Hey, we all had those bars. Shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Moulin Rouge before they burnt that bitch down. You know what I mean? Hey. It just is what it is. You gotta have your local areas, the places that's gonna fuck with you.
Big facts.
But if it's a chain branch, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah, I'm
It's-
big
it's
tracking.
something wrong, man. There's something wrong with that.
Oh, bad. You talking a lot of shit today.
I talk a lot of shit every day.
With that being said, sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big issue. And I know that just off of the feedback that I got off the last episode, because that whole female shit.
Right.
Like, that threw some smoke.
Yeah.
I told you, you can't be saying that shit no more.
Yo.
See? I've heard both ends of it. Trust me. And to have the type of co-host I have, Jesus fucking Christ.
Shout out to Black Paco.
Listen, everybody knows. If the people who've known me for a long time know, like I've talked about like different like social issues I've had, medical issues and shit. And so like one time I was on a medicine, I think it was Advair, and it fucks with your psyche. It makes you like go nuts or whatever, like have mood swings. And so everybody knows that my
There's a
homeboy-
difference between mood swings and going nuts. Like,
Well, like imagine just like no, my going nuts is like
shade. Shade.
my mood swings is everybody else going nuts because they literally like I got a homeboy named BJ and I remember we went to Ohio and after the event he was like, yo, you know how many niggas asked me, was you okay? Like, and so that nigga's like the yin to my yang. Like, but anytime I'm the voice of reason in the situation, you know it's bad, and I'm the voice of reason in any situation with this nigga Paco. Like this nigga is wilder than me. That's my homie though. I love that nigga to death, man. Real shit. I smoke a lot of weed. I forgot exactly where the fuck we was going with this.
You having a platform,
Right.
and you saying the content that you say.
Right.
How do you think that rubs the sensitive people?
I don't give a fuck. I ain't get less than 2 shit. Oh, the female thing. That's what we're talking about.
Well, no, I was
But-
using the female thing as
Oh,
like,
to go to as a segue.
as my example.
Oh, okay,
because
bet.
like that's where I have to deal with like people get. First of all, my issue with like female being offensive in episode 13 is like, yo, if you were here for episode 1, 2, and 3,
Right.
you already know the lengths we willing to go.
Right.
Like, I had my episode 2 guest came out and said, niggas, bitches, and faggots.
Right.
we've already dabbled into like the most sensitive content that you were going to touch it. But then you get into episode 13 and female is your trigger word.
You know why I think female is such a trigger word because of the. It's like, okay, so when I say this, I don't want anybody to be offended because I'm not trying to take a shot at anybody's plight. But I feel like everybody that's fighting for something, there's somebody that jumped onto that and they're lying. And I feel like one of them, and I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, as I do know that damn near a lot of women in my own personal life have had these issues. A lot of you Me Too motherfuckers are liars. It just is what the fuck it is. And what it takes is niggas are afraid to say that shit because they're afraid to say
because then we're victim blamers.
Exactly, and I would never do that. Like I said, nigga, I have sisters, I got a girlfriend, I got women in my life that have gone through shit. 9 times out of 10, there's a nigga that's sleeping with a girl every day, and she's just yet to open up the fact that, hey, at 6 years old, this happened to me. It's not something that's easy to talk about. So I'm not sitting here saying that women who actually go through the trials and tribulations of it should ever be victim blame, made to feel less than or anything. But it's some people who seek attention so bad. That same bitch that was, oh my God, I slipped my wrist all through high school. Yeah. Exactly. Come on, G. Like, don't be that way. So my whole thing with sensitivity is the only reason people, if you ever notice, 9 times out of 10, niggas who get sensitive about shit are the people that aren't going through it.
Facts.
It's people who want to say, 100% facts. I'm there for those other people.
That's why white people hate nigga more than black people hate nigga.
Exactly. You know what somebody said to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually say that I embrace this. Somebody was like, "Yo, you ever notice in the transgender community, who are the people that complain the most? Men that made the change into women, right? Because niggas took that toxic masculinity right on over in the female world." Real shit. Women that changed into men are like, yo, I'm just trying to live my life. It's niggas that like, you gotta say sis this, and if you don't correct it, bitch, shut up. We just accepting the fact that you got a pussy. I don't have time for new vocabulary. Leave me alone. Oh my God.
Oh dear God.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
He's not wrong. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, in the world of sensitivity, if anybody is wait, hold on, sweat. Right, I got this wool hat on like it was cool and shit. We show these niggas I'm from Detroit. I'm
Hey, tell my audience, Penrose came through and was a clown. I apologize so much. Dude is wilding. Keep at it.
No, I feel like in the world of sensitivity, it's like Eddie Murphy. If Eddie Murphy dropped Delirious now,
I was just talking about that. They would never get away with that. That would be very unacceptable.
I mean, one of the most famous lines from that movie is, "Where the faggot section at? So I know which way not to show my ass." You know what I'm saying? And niggas died. We laughed so hard.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was talking with one of my friends, and she was like, I was like, oh, people get upset if I say faggot on the show or if I say this or say that. I said, but the funny part is none of my gay friends have ever said anything to me. And she was like, it's weird. She was like, we literally grew up in a time where if you told a nigga to suck your dick, it wasn't considered as you might be gay. It was the most disrespectful shit you could say to a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't,
it wasn't about the gayness, it was about the disrespect.
Yeah, it was about the disrespect. And it's like, everybody wants something to be mad about, that everything is an issue. This is why you can't...
Accept the issues that directly affect them?
Right. That's why, like, everybody has to come out with these fake ass apologies. It's like when Donald Sterling lost his NBA team. Yeah, did I want to hear you say that you didn't want niggas at your fucking basketball games and shit? Of course I didn't want to hear that. Yeah. But do you know how much shit is said in personal conversations and places that I consider places I don't want nobody videotaping or recording? Yeah. That people that consider me a friend might have heard. Not saying I said it, but you know what I mean? What if I was a nigga that recorded certain shit my loved ones say? Yeah. That's really what that was. So think about how many hands you shake on a daily basis that just was like, oh, these niggas, they get on my nerves. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Arsons and Woes podcast.
It happens.
Y'all niggas get on my nerves.
It happens, yo.
Facts.
And I feel like
100% facts.
So I feel like in the world of sensitivity, we have to learn that everybody really doesn't like everything. Just because I have enough tolerance to accept who you want to be. Shit, I need you to accept who I am. I need you to accept the shit that I bring across. So I'd be an asshole to say that the way that you choose to live your life is unacceptable to me. But if it's funny, bitch, I'ma laugh. And I don't see what's wrong with that. I don't see what's wrong with me saying the shit that I want to say as long as I'm not. Now, again, if somebody was to wholeheartedly come to me with like a real reason, yeah, you shouldn't probably say this because it does X, Y, and Z. Then that's different. But us just having
I can't
conversation
even wholeheartedly support that, because if I come on my podcast, our Sins and Woes podcast, I'm the host. Right. I'm allowed to talk my shit. I told you in the beginning I was going to talk my shit. Right. So if I come out here and I say something offensive, apparently you're not my audience. That's how I'm looking at it. You aren't my audience. Right. If you're offended, because I've already told you we're going to talk some wild shit, there's a disclaimer at the beginning of every episode. A bunch of dumbass millennials talking about their dumbass opinions. Right. Like, there's a reason why we start the episode off of that.
I feel you.
So
turn it off if you don't like
it. Right,
exactly.
But then you catching clips on Instagram or you catching the polls on social media and you like, yo, that's offensive. Unfollow my fucking page, because I already told you in episode 1 what we were going to talk about on this podcast.
It's just like I said, everybody wants something to be mad about. I literally have... I say gay friends and gay associates that I deal with in the podcast world that don't know that I've seen them on Twitter threads where they're like, straight people are disgusting because they do this, this, and this. Straight people are disgusting. Now, if I was the nigga that got on the same thread and was like, gay people are disgusting because of X, Y, and Z, I'm wrong now. What it almost seems as if your plight is wholeheartedly worse than somebody else's, you're allowed to talk shit. Hence why we can say whatever the fuck we want about white people and nobody bats an eye. But
shout out to my mayonnaise sapiens.
And the minute white people say something about us, it's like, yo, you gotta apologize. Name me, when was the last time you seen a black person apologize to white America?
Ooh,
never. Exactly. Because we don't have to.
That is our black privilege.
Almost, yeah. It's like white privilege and the black card are almost damn near one and the same, yo. When niggas don't have nothing to, yo, I was late to work because, and then one time, you don't like me, you racist. Black card. I at least got 2 more weeks while y'all investigate my ass to find another job.
You took advantage of the 2-week extension.
Listen, those paychecks matter. If you certain niggas, man, listen, I've lived every realm of life. Poor life, rich life, in between. When you're on that poor life, sometimes, man, that check to check shit, you might need them extra 2 weeks. Hey,
keep that rhythm going with
you
your new job.
Right. Just phase on in. When do you need 2 weeks to quit your old job? No, I can start tomorrow.
I ain't gonna lie, I did that shit before.
Like, nigga, you coming off a first shift onto night shift and you can start tomorrow? Yes.
I got you. Say less, Pam. You need me today? I can start right now, bro. I can start right now.
Right now. Time you say the shift start, 10 o'clock, I'm just chilling in the parking lot. It's already 4:30. Make no sense when you drive all the way
back. Go out there and take a 4-hour nap.
Give me some lunch over here at the Subway and shit. You know what I mean? No, the wife cool. She know.
We already got a babysitter and everything.
Everything. Hey, when niggas on the grind, bro, you do certain shit that's just trying to tell you, blood.
Big bang. Anyway. When you're talking on your podcast and things that you say, you say things without the hopes that your audience is going to take it the wrong way?
I say things in order for people to have a conversation. Mm-hmm. I want certain things to...
That's why this female thing is so important.
Well,
that's why it's personally important to me.
No, I mean, it's important to me, too, because, like I said, it's been explained on both sides of the coin to me. But I say things that I hope to get people to talk. Mm-hmm. I say things that I hope to get people to slide in my DMs and be like, hey, you were fucked up for that. Why was I fucked up for that? Yeah. And my why was I fucked up for that is not a fuck you. Mm-hmm. It's, yo, talk to me. Mm-hmm. That's why I named my solo show Penrose versus anybody. It's not me saying, fuck your opinion and fuck what you're talking about. Nigga, let's talk. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if you get offended by things I say, it's not ever for me to come back and be like, I'm sorry for that. It's either A, explain to me and make me understand so I can either...
100%. That's literally why there's a different guest in that seat every week. Because I need everybody's perspectives on every different kind of aspect of life.
Real shit.
And that's how important it is, where I try to push that agenda. It's like, okay, it's not just like, you're going to hear my opinion every week.
Right.
But I'm the open-minded one.
Right.
You may say something like when J-Pack came through the last episode, and he was like, well, when you see the word female, it breaks a woman down to the most basic form of what they do. You're basically saying you can produce eggs. That's about it.
Right.
I'm like, well, if I don't know you from black or blue, that's all I see. But nonetheless, like, he made it me, or he explained it in a way. I'm like, okay, I can understand why that would be offensive. Right. I'm still using the dictionary definition correctly.
Right.
But I understand why you're offended by that.
My thing with female is this. I've had a woman, as a matter of fact, the young lady that I was talking to, she told me, she was like, think about it. You will have a group of guys, and they be like, look at them pack of females over there. And everybody will exclaim as if that's okay to say. But when have you ever heard somebody say, look at that pack of males? And so she was trying to say, well,
that's because, like, what's the equivalent of guys? Girls. You call a flock of women girls, they're going to lose their shit.
I don't know, because in Detroit, you can call women broads and they don't get offended. This is what I'm saying.
It's like that lifestyle different, that culture different?
Different situations. Yeah. Because now I've had a woman that's supremely close to me tell me, she's like, I don't understand why people are mad at the word female. Like, my wholehearted thing behind it was, if God called you one, who the fuck am I to be able to not say it?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then people want to dig deeper into
I swear
that.
That's a newer generation thing. I talked to my parents about that. My mom was like, we don't give a fuck about female. I'm a female. Like, what do you mean?
It's the Me Too shit, bro. It was
Facts.
It was the women that can honestly say that, yo, this happened to me. Mm-hmm. I was touched. I was molested. I was raped. I was brainwashed. Whatever the shit actually happened to you, we care for those people. And they don't even get the proper care that they actually should receive and the proper attention and all that sometimes, because you get PTSD from that shit, I'm sure. Yeah. Especially if you ain't talked to nobody. You see what I'm saying? And so the attention...
Seek counseling, people. There's nothing wrong with seeking counseling.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. For real. Like, talk to somebody. Real shit. The attention getters are the ones that are like, oh, she went through this, and because 9 times out of 10,
that other person had that experience. Now I'm gonna be the one to speak up about it.
But what I'm saying is, 9 times out of 10, if a woman was sexually molested, she was touched in her vaginal area, right? And so now you say, oh, we don't want to bring attention to that, and when you say female, that's what you break her down to. Suck my dick. She didn't even say that.
You had me. I was there with you. I was understanding. I was like, wait, and then you said suck my dick, and I was like, okay, well, never mind. We're disagreeing, man.
It's not that I necessarily disregard it. It's just that I understand it.
Yeah.
But if I don't choose to agree with it, I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I do get that.
Wait, you're allowed to disagree?
And not in today's world. You can't say shit wrong nowadays, nigga.
Everything has to be PC.
You can tell me all day that shirt is purple. In a minute, I'll be like, bro, but it's really blue. Like, nope. And all of the rest of them don't even have to be here. If they not here and they on the phone with you and you like, nigga, I got on this purple shirt, and they gonna have no choice but to believe it's purple, because those is your mans. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So now I just look like the asshole nigga that don't give a fuck about your opinion, when in real life I'm right.
You're looking at my shirt and you see it's blue.
We have to agree on everything.
Being about that sensitivity though, because there was something you said on your We Got the Draws podcast. Caught me off guard for a minute, because you was talking about how, like, some things, like, niggas will look at women for saying certain things, like female rappers. You're always talking about the brat, and the things that she used to say, or like Trina would say back in the day and stuff like that. And then you would say, like you brought up that DMX line where he was like, anybody got a daughter,
or if your daughter older than 15 years old, I'm a raper.
Yeah.
And nobody better than fucking I.
Facts. Nobody batted an eye. Didn't even know it happened. That's how that went
on one of the most highly sold rap albums ever.
Facts.
Yeah.
DMX was wild, bro. But like, you don't think that comes off of like your expectation of that person? Because like, if DMX says it, nobody bats an eye.
Right.
You let somebody like John Legend come out there and say that shit. Kirk Franklin.
Well, again,
the internet will lose its shit.
We're also talking about that's a different genre. Of course, I don't want to hear somebody that's telling me to go to church.
But there's some rappers that, like, if Kendrick Lamar said that,
but
people will lose their minds.
But you're also talking about a different time. Let's think about a time when women were objectified to the point to where, in that fucking Dr. Dre video, when they poured 40s all over that bitch, we championed it. We laughed. We was like, oh, she deserved it. Yeah, she was being a bitch, but she probably didn't deserve 40s for it all over. You know what I mean? Where the word bitch comes from. You know what I mean? Remember, bitch wasn't allowed on the radio and TV back then. The first time I heard bitch on Melrose Place, I was like, Jesus, what just happened? Did they forget to edit that out?
There's kids running around. What are you doing?
It's 9 o'clock. What are we talking about?
I got church in 30 minutes.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I kind of feel like I don't know, man, like sensitivity and
Nah, I get that when you bring up that difference in the eras.
right. That's really all it is, honestly. It's era.
Because I'm trying really hard to think about a rapper
Think
that
about
we
when
would have looked
Magoo
at.
said. Think about when Magoo said, I'm up in the cut like gay niggas and butt." If you said that now, yeah, niggas
You're
gonna
Young
be
Thug.
Like, right.
I know you got a bone to
Exactly.
pick with Young Thug.
I do. I hate that nigga.
Yo, that album cover is hard, bro.
My thing with
That
Young
album
Thug.
cover was hard, though.
Listen,
That album cover was hard,
everything
though.
about
bro.
Young Thug is right, except the fact that you just won't come out and admit that you're gay. The minute he admits he's gay, I will put a Young Thug poster on my wall. I just can't support you if you lying to the children. You lying.
So what about Lil Uzi though?
I've never listened to his music. I've heard this. The crazy part about the Lil Uzi shit
Wait,
that
you
I've
think he's
heard
gay?
is I think that he's dope.
Do you see the way he acts and talks?
That's his mannerisms, bro.
I don't think it's-
Lil is very straight as a motherfucker.
I think
he
really
was
I think
he was fucking with Brittany Renner. Shout out to Brittany Renner. She wrote that in her book.
How many times are you gonna bring that? To
Yo,
your-
I don't know why I don't like her. I had a long conversation with my homeboy about this last night. I don't know why I don't like her, but there's something about her I just don't like, bruh.
who the fuck is Brittany Renner?
You don't know who Brittany Renner is?
Is this a white person?
No.
Wow. Who is this?
This is one of those girls that be twerking on Instagram, but then like she'll twerk one day and then she'll twerk on Tuesday and then put a motivational speech on Friday.
Oh wow, she's one of them.
Yeah.
I like them
Public
bitches.
figures. I hate them.
You want to know why you gotta like them type of bitches? Because they, at least you know, you're gonna get some type of variety out of life. So
I
you
don't
never
want
know.
that. No, because she's when I first saw Brittany Renner, she wasn't a talker. She was just a twerker.
Okay.
So
But
then
I'm
she
saying,
like
but
grew into being a motivational speaker, and now she got a book out.
Do twerkers not have? Think about the porn star that you jacked your meat off.
You don't care about the personality of a porn
exactly,
star.
but they got kids. So does she not have an opinion? If a porn star can raise a child,
Can a twerker not have an opinion?
twerker should be. I mean, what if she's twerking to get attention and she's really a philosopher?
That's
And
the
you learn-
problem.
How?
If you start off with both of those,
If a bitch is riding you right now,
Yo.
that ass is wonderful, and she look down at you and say some shit Socrates would say, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely going on a second date, at least. I'm just saying, maybe she was twerking to get attention to bring it to, you know.
to captivate the audience.
Exactly, you know. You remember that Dead Prez video where the girl was walking, she had a fat ass, and then it was like, now that I got your attention. And then it went to the most political song ever. Like, this shit's crazy, man.
Nah, I don't know what it is. I don't like about her. One of these days I'm gonna figure it out.
I
But
feel you.
I
Fuck the
just-
traffic out here, too. Anyway, go ahead. That was random, I know. But go ahead. I hate the traffic out here. How the fuck you got traffic from 12 to 12? Bitch, where did you live? Where are we
Yo,
going?
it is.
Where's all these people? And then you only got two fucking Route 1 and 95.
4
Bitch, why?
a.m. to fucking what? 9
Like
p.m.,
9,
10 p.m.
yeah, some areas 10 p.m.
You got
Real
a
shit.
clean slate between 11 and 3. That's
Real
it.
shit. I remember when I lived in Manassas getting on 66. If you got in between 6 o'clock and 6:04, like literal 6:04, you was good.
I don't get on 66 with them
nigga,
tolls.
I'm just, well, this was before the tolls.
No, yeah, them
I'm
tolls
an
been
old
playing
nigga.
with your life.
That's crazy when like 7 years ago, I'm an old nigga. You know? Like, I remember before there was no tolls and shit. So let me stop. But nah, yeah, man. Fuck the traffic. But go ahead, move back.
But no, because what we were originally talking about was the sensitivity off of like what the public figures say, and that includes all rappers, singers, whatever
Right.
have you be. Well, they'll say things and like if a woman says some shit like I suck dick to pay my rent, I'm like, well, who's the woman that's saying that? Like if Aretha Franklin came out saying it, if Beyonce came out saying it, Alicia Keys came out saying it, I might have an issue. But Nicki Minaj, like, I'm still a fan of her, and that bitch had me at like I put the pussy on the sideburns. Like I was
Exactly.
weak off that. Like I'm like, all right, live your grind, girl. Like
Right, exactly. I feel like it's all about how you present yourself. Real
Mm-hmm.
shit. And I don't feel like just because she'll put the pussy on the sideburns and she readily let you know that, she can still have a fucking nonprofit somewhere where she's like, I don't know, having people make shoes for children. I don't
Yeah.
know. She could be, you never know who, just because you have an outlook on life that does not, and the way you perpetuate it is at a higher value than
Yeah.
somebody else would. Because think about it. There's a woman right the fuck and now that will tell you that fucking, premarital sex is horrible. And she probably never had premarital sex and she probably believes 100% in God, right? But she also probably could teach you how to suck the best dick in the fucking world. Not because she waited to fucking get married, just because she know how to suck a good dick. So at the same time, if she's a Christian, just because she a Christian, does that not mean that she should spread the word to another bitch? All Nicki Minaj is that's the part of her life she don't want to perpetuate. She does not want to put out the fact that she know how to suck good dick. She's going to keep them dick sucking skills to her husband, but she going to exalt God. What's the difference? I'm just saying, you have to choose what part of your life you choose to tell people about.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why I had kind of brushed over it, where I was like, niggas talk about hoes and girls talk about their boyfriends.
Yeah.
Niggas all day would be like, yeah, man, I was with Tanisha and she did this, this, and this. I was with Lisa, she did this, this, and this. But the minute you even think you about to say something about your old lady, the subject changed. But girls literally be like, John came all over my face last night. And then they wondering why they friends is DMing John. Bitch, she don't need help with her groceries. Y'all live on the other side of town and she asking your boyfriend to meet at the house because she got 3 bags? Fuck out of it. And your gullible ass like, John, go help.
Why you paint the picture so vividly like that?
Because it's happened. Okay?
This is life.
I can't tell you something I heard. I can only tell you something I know. All right? Big facts. Listen, I'm trying to keep this story real short. Big facts. I was messing with this girl, started doing shit sexually she had never done before, and I told her, I was older, 7 years older, I told her, I said, you do not tell your friends. She made a mistake. She used to have one of them phones. It was real easy to butt dial. She butt dials me, leave a voicemail where she's telling her friends about all of the nasty shit we do, right? Threw a party at my house. I had 2 bathrooms in the apartment, one in the main part of the house, one in the master bedroom. I go in the master bedroom to get something. I hear the door open, turn around. It's her friend. She goes in the bathroom. Every nigga knows you, especially a woman, you at least in the bathroom for 2 to 3 minutes, even if you taking a short bathroom break. She went in, she did the nigga thing that niggas do when we trying to figure out how we about to ask this bitch if I could smash. She motherfucking ran some water.
I thought you go in there and hit the wet wipes.
That's what I'm saying. She ran some water, immediately flushed the motherfucking toilet, came on out. I don't hear no extra door closed. I turn around and she's on me. She's like, yeah, Kayla told me this, and this. And I'm like, yo, like, no. You find this shit.
I told you not to tell your friends about that little trick I taught you. And you told your friends. And now they want to experience the trick.
And now I gotta do what's hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
Am I the bad guy?
Am I the bad guy?
Is that hoe shit?
This is why niggas talk about hoes.
Is that hoe shit?
Is that hoe shit?
Shout out to Naya and Davi. Shout out to 2 hoes with a show. Oh, bad.
Just saying, man.
Speaking of that, because you're talking about you teaching the old girl something and now the new girl wants something.
Right.
Taxing old ass versus taxing new ass.
Yeah.
Because I know you got insight on this.
Oh, man. I'm a firm believer, and listen. It's beautiful that you have a camera, because I've said this on mic plenty of times, and niggas think that you can hide behind a microphone. I will wholeheartedly say this on all these cameras. It probably won't happen soon, because I'm thoroughly happy with the woman that's in my life now, but she heard this speech before too. If you ever get to fuck me, the first time is going to be horrible. Okay, it is going to be trash upon trash upon trash. Because taxing old ass versus taxing new ass is totally something different. Now, I got standards. So if it's like one night stand in the club, we fucked up, oh, I'm tearing that ass out the frame that night. Because you don't have, I'm not giving you the chance to walk away and be like, girl, let me tell you about this nigga. But if I know for a fact that you're going to be in my life, then I'm going to allow my body a chance to know yours. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be real. Like, I want to be able to I want to be able to climb on top of you and know every fucking button to push off top. So to learn the motherfucker, it take time. So if you're trying to use your same moves that you've been using with a bitch that you've been with for like 6 years, it's not going to work. Maybe she don't like her titties pulled that way. Maybe she don't like her hair pulled. Maybe she don't like to be bit right there. Mm-hmm. You know how to get your old lady off because you've been taxing that ass every single day. Will I go fuck my ex again? No. But if it was ever a situation where it was supposed to happen and everything was right with that, I know how to fuck the shit out that bitch right now. Mm-hmm. Because we fucked forever. Yeah. But when it's something new, taxing new asses, I don't know about you young niggas. You young niggas probably just, you know what I mean? Shots. Young niggas just got one move. No.
Wait, there's more?
See what I'm saying? I got finishing moves. I got dismounts and shit. You know?
Fatalities.
Exactly. Shit.
Heroic brutalities.
Listen,
Otherwise,
I ain't even tell no tale. We was in a prone position the other day and the nigga caught a cramp. I'm like, fuck that. You gotta finish early because, bitch, for one, I'm not about to cry. I cry in a movie in a minute. I ain't about to cry at a sex cramp because then you got room to talk. That movie was sensitive. A sex cramp, I ain't no bitch. But I'm about to finish earlier than I had planned. So, and saying all that to say, when you get with a new girl, like, I ain't gonna front, though, my new chick, I told her, like, it didn't last long. It probably lasted like 2 weeks. I was like, nah, I'm not about to fuck you. And she's like, what you mean? I'm like, real shit, like, and I will say this, because I'm not a nigga that say I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm just not gonna fuck you. Because if I like you, my head game is impeccable. So I had to do something. Like, I was eating the box, like, off top, man. But I'm not gonna
talk your shit, Sway.
Hey, I'm just saying. Ask your friends about me. Some of your friends that had their pussy eaten by Penrose, all right? Some of these bitches out here that tell you that when they be mad at a nigga and they be, oh, just fuck this nigga. And then when they see me, it's, hey, Penrose. It's because they know something about the cunnilingus twice. I did a show about it. Listen to it. Talk to your friends. They might know me. Point being is this. I'm not going to have sex with you on top, though. Because when I do have sex with you, I need it to be the shit. But because I'm telling you, yo, if you become a new chick in my life and I like you like that and we fuck off top, the reason I feel like I'm okay with it being whack with you is because, bitch, if you leave in like the first couple weeks, you weren't cool no way. And the type of nigga I am, 9 times out of 10, they gonna believe my word over yours anyway, bitch. But
I'm convincing enough.
Right. I'm not gonna tell the story, but I told a lie so motherfucking dope that a bitch got put in a mental hospital. We'll talk about that some other time. I'm telling you, boy, hey, I'm not a liar. But if I love you, I'll make sure your ass don't go away. I'll tell you that. Any fucking way. Yikes. But no, yeah, so taxing old ass is always easier than taxing new ass, in my personal opinion. Real shit.
All bad. Does that thought of having to learn a new ass, does that affect your will to invest?
Not
like
my
the fact
will.
that you like, yo, I gotta figure out like what her buttons are and stuff like that.
Learning a new ass, nah. Learning a new person, yes. I think my new situation kind of came as like, you know, when niggas be like, yo, God sent her. This is the first time I've ever believed that shit. Not even on some like Bible spiritual shit. Just the way Shorty came into my life and the shit that's happened. It's like everything that I needed to happen that I didn't tell nobody. She just came in and was like, hey, let me do this and this and this. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So
that's what I need right now. That's what I need right now.
Right, yeah. So that situation is a little bit different. So, but I feel like when you learning a person is the harder part. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You want to learn ass. You know what I mean? No. Like, my whole thing, especially being an old nigga, is I have, like, a limited window before you be like, nah, I don't want to fuck with you no more. So the last thing I need on my like, if you don't fuck with me because you don't like my status, you don't fuck with me because I snore the wrong way, I grind my teeth, some shit like that, I'll accept all of that. But I cannot accept being at the bar and you sit down with your new nigga and I'm like, did you leave because I ain't fuck right? I don't want to have that conversation with myself. Yeah. So I'm going to learn the ass. That's a disclaimer. Now, but learning a person. I think learning a person is harder because everybody has baggage. Some baggage we haven't let go of, even though we said we did. Some things trigger people that they, don't even think about anymore. It could be 3 and 4 boyfriends ago, and she don't even think about that nigga, but some you do brought up one horrible ass event one night in May 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And now she don't want to fuck with you no more.
I don't suffer from that. I can't relate to it in a slice because...
I'm not saying you in general.
No.
I'm just saying, or you personally. I mean, like, people in general.
Yeah. No, and the only reason I be like, I look at people weird when they go through that. Like, because I don't ever, like, look at a new girl and be like, what do you do that my ex did that I didn't like?
Right. I feel
I get a sense of, like, I already know I'm going to find something new about you that I don't like.
Right.
Like, every new girl has just been a new thing that I realized, I don't like that. And, like, my girl. So I've never come back and be like, oh, you remind me of my ex because you did the same shit. Like, no girl that I've ever dated does the same shit that the last girl I dated does.
You did notice that the example said that 10 years ago, she went through a situation, right? No nigga compares his old lady to the new bitch. Nobody. Yeah, There's not a nigga alive that's like, you know what, Becky, you do. No, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Niggas are simple. Listen, for everybody out here, and you niggas, because some of you niggas be trying to make sure y'all act like y'all more complicated than you are. I have lived the poor life.
Hold on. Time out.
Go ahead.
Landlines. You niggas are landlines and you females are smartphones. Go ahead.
Niggas are the simplest. Listen, you ever seen a retarded dog? Niggas are simpler than that, okay? All niggas want to do is eat, sleep, fuck. And whatever his hobby is, be it video games, if the nigga paint, if he a biker, whatever the fuck it is, we just need space to fucking do it. Niggas is simple. It's you want to know why you bitches don't have a good nigga? It's because you do dumb. Like, it's almost like, you ever seen a hamster on a wheel? Right? When a hamster's on a wheel, it's the happiest motherfucker, right? It's doing the most simplest shit. It's just running that fucking wheel. The minute you take it off that wheel and try to give it a little ball or something, it's aggravated as fuck. Leave niggas the fuck alone. If a nigga is paying your bills, fucking you the right way, y'all go to the movies, he like your mama like him, bitch, don't throw no fucking link in the chain for what? Niggas are simple. Simple. I don't give a fuck if we the richest nigga to the poorest nigga. Niggas, if you make a nigga feel needed, fuck him enough times in a week, and even if you can't cook, a nigga will be the #1 cook in a relationship. Bitch, just make up for it somewhere else. Niggas are simple. It's y'all that's complicated, and we're okay to deal with it.
Because I'm always the cook in my relationship.
Me too. And I'm good with it. But my whole thing is, women that have complicated relationships is because y'all bitches ain't figured out how to deal with your own emotions. A bitch that know her emotions got the best relationship ever because she know niggas is simple. I can open this fucking jar on my own. Let me call this nigga in here. Yup, I can kill this spider. Let me call this nigga in here. Every nigga has done, I know for a fact I done some dumb shit, some simple shit, and then walked out the room like, hell yeah, and then thought to myself like, bitch didn't need me for that. But she know, let me make this simple ass nigga feel needed. Because as soon as I come in there and kill that spider, now I'm about to go to work and work some overtime, bitch, because I love you. It's dumb shit.
Is it because they trying to make you feel needed, or because that's like, because I've had a girl I've dated in the past that like she really likes when I like set up things around the house, like put up her paintings or build her furniture and stuff like that. Is that because like she wants me to feel needed? Is that because like she likes somebody that that's a different thing.
If she likes a handyman around the house and you have that skill, that's a different situation. I'm talking about like random shit.
Okay. Like kill a spider?
Yeah. Again, like, oh, I can't figure out why the ice dispenser won't work. And you go in there, you know what I'm saying? You do some simple shit.
Yo, you didn't plug it in.
Right. She know the whole goddamn time what the fuck going on. She just needs you to feel needed. And niggas are so simple, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, it's just like what Cat Williams said. Suck a nigga dick a little bit more often. You gonna wake up in the morning, there's gonna be a whole road built right there. Just, baby, as soon as you get out the bed, you just go. We are simple creatures, man.
Facts. Landlines.
That's it.
Landlines.
Ladies, if you are in a complicated relationship, you are the one making it complicated. I'm not saying that it is your fault. That is not what I'm saying. I am not saying that it is your fault. What I'm saying is that you, like, women got to be the most, come on, man, we want the one thing that's in our race that can fucking carry life into it, to shut the fuck up. Why do we treat women like we treat women? Niggas act like women are on the back burner. Like, technically women are in the fucking lead. That's why y'all body, name another motherfucker outside of the female elephant that fucking gestates with the moon cycles. Come on, bitches are special. I love you motherfuckers. Point being is, niggas are simple as fuck. Don't let no nigga fuck up your energy. Listen, if you having a fucked up relationship, it's because you ain't tapped into what makes this simple ass nigga happy. And if you ain't tapped into what make a simple nigga happy, bitch, there's something wrong with you. All right, so I'm just saying. Oh yeah. I love you all though. I do. I love women with everything I got. I remember my sister told my father. My sister was like, "What's up with your boy and that girl?" My sister was like, "Well, she date him, but that nigga date women." I just love women, bro. I do. I mean, I'm happy with who I'm with now, but women are a special motherfucker. Y'all, women are dope. Women are the get shit doners of the universe. Like,
Facts.
Don't nobody make shit happen. Like, niggas would be like, you know what? They did say that shit was due by tomorrow. I'll get it to him next week. Like,
It's not wrong.
niggas think we can talk our way out of shit. We think customer service really gonna have our back and shit. And bitches be like, get this shit. And they want it done in a very organized way. You gotta love an organized woman. Unless you're a Sagittarius, you bitches are horrible. I love you, but you horrible, bitch. Happy birthday, baby mama. It is my baby mama's birthday today. Ain't no bullshit. That's no lie. That's no lie. If she is a Sag,
Obviously.
I do thank you for giving me the most beautiful child on all the earth. And I'm glad that we are friends once again, but for those few times that we were not friends, fuck you, bitch. For those times that you made my life hell for absolutely no reason, fuck you, bitch. Our son is fucking wonderful, and the nigga just made all county quiet. I know you know these things because we talking now because we friends. But I'm going to talk to the camera as if we are not. Just one more time so I can say, fuck you, bitch.
Hey, you want me to edit it out?
No, not at all. Fuck no. Nigga, send the link. Nigga, I'm going to give you her number. You send this shit straight to her. Start at 55 minutes and say shit. Nah, I'm just saying, I love my baby mama. She the shit.
The last thing, because you brought up a kid, bringing a new boo around the kids. And this is the thing I realized with a lot of women is they will gauge their new guy by, they'll bring their new guy around the kid and be like, I want to see how my kid acts to feel like if this guy is worth it or not. Right. It's like, yo, nigga, he's 3. Right. Like, why are you letting this nigga make such an executive decision like that?
I feel like women who actually give a fuck about their kids don't bring their kids around niggas first or quick. Niggas are different. Hey, I'm gonna be real. My kid's about to fucking be in high school, so him meeting a new woman in my life is more of a situation of being like, nigga, you damn near grown. I don't have time to be like. Now, don't get me wrong. You're not about to come in and just be mom or some shit like that. Yeah. But like a woman, I feel like it's a different situation. Again, we live in a patriarchal society, but I think that's by mistake. I think our society is supposed to be way more matriarchal than it is. So I think the reason why kids are so protective of their mom and why, like, I always tell people, I'm like, the black woman is God. I feel like whatever race you are, that woman is supposed to be God to you. Who's your first authority figure? Even if you live in a 2-family household, 9 times out of 10, your dad doesn't even have to say shit to you until mom just can't take it anymore. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So when you bring a new woman around, it should for one definitely be if you introduce your kid, no matter how old. I mean, I think teenagers don't give a fuck unless it's a situation like, yo, your mom just died and now this nigga already brought a new bitch around. That's something wrong. But like in a normal situation,
I'm talking about like the females that have a new nigga over their house because they want to like every other month because they're like, I like this guy.
See, those bitches, we don't even see. You know how like in a census, when they do a census for a town, if you're not, you can live there, but if you're not actually registered there to vote, you don't get counted on the census.
Oh, by the way, quick shout out, Montclair Library let me know that the census is coming out, the one every 10 years, 8 years, something like that. Census is coming out in 2020. Make sure you properly fill it out. Look, a lot of you motherfuckers be saying it's only 2 of y'all in the house when it's actually like 16 of y'all. So real like, shit. Fill that shit out correctly this year.
On that census, bitches who do that don't count. We talk about regular, like real life women. My thing is this, like, I feel like everybody had a phase to go through shit, right, in life, but then there's certain decades that only certain shit was allowed to happen. Yeah. So I feel like in like the mid 90s to like the early 2000s, that whole thing of like being a hoe and like your kid had a new uncle somebody every couple months, that shit got played out, and you saw how it did not work. So you have a blueprint of saying, all right, even if I want to be a promiscuous woman, I know how not to do it like this. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Women who bring men around their children way too quick give their children a false sense of security. Facts. It's just like, this is why my son been told.
Because then that nigga's asking where that guy is in 2 weeks. And you like, well, he asking where Jeff is, but now Chuck here.
And now Raheem is here. Now Raheem don't want to play Ninja Turtles with this little nigga. You know what I mean?
He want to play Street Fighters instead?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got this kid switching up his hobbies.
Right. He don't even like Street Fighters. He hate Ryu, but he got to be forced to play with Raheem ass now because you want to give up your pussy to a new nigga. No, bitch. No. Stop that shit, man. I can't deal with bitches like that. Those bitches don't count. It's just like when bitches be counting dicks. You ever know that bitches don't count dicks that happen by themselves on vacation. They only count dicks that everybody know about. Every girl you know has fucked or sucked a dick that she has not told a nigga about.
Facts.
All of y'all. At least one dick. If your dick category is 20, it's really 21, okay? It's that one nigga that one night, he was dressed fresh than a motherfucker. She gave that nigga some ass and then realized that his outfit was borrowed and he was a cashier at McDonald's. It was good sex, and she masturbates to it regularly, but she would never tell a soul. That man has served us fries. He has flipped our burgers. We have paid him and thanked him greatly, but she will never look that nigga in the eye. Never again.
In the words of my cameraman, E-Rock, I hear nothing but facts.
Hey, I'm telling you, women are a special breed, bro. Niggas that talk about the fucking nasty ass bitch we hit in the back of a Honda.
I can't believe I fucked that fat girl.
Right, we always say it like it's regret. I can't believe I hit that old nasty looking bitch. It was good though. Like, bitch, if depending on how a woman live her life, this nigga be the finest nigga in the world. If his status don't meet the status that allows her friends to be like, oh hell yeah, girl, she will not talk about that nigga. She won't. She will go see him. She'll pay for the room. They always eat breakfast far enough
she wanted
away
in
from
her
the
name.
town and shit. Yep. All of that shit. They live right in Woodbridge. They go eat breakfast in Manassas.
Richmond.
Right. Fuck, we gotta drive all the way over here for omelets and waffles.
We
bitch.
could have caught a flight.
You
Like,
know
what do you
what I'm saying?
mean?
So I hop right next to the hotel, bitch. What are you doing? Anyway.
Yo, oh man. You got any shout outs before we get out of here?
I do actually. Real quick, I brought this t-shirt. I didn't put it on, like I said, the shit don't fit right. This nigga decided to wash it. Smoke Free Weekend. I don't know if y'all can see that t-shirt. Smoke Free Weekend. I'm throwing a party next year in Vegas, April 16th through the 20th. We're going out to Vegas. Smoke Free Weekend. It's called Smoke Free because it's meant to, it's a play on words saying like drop whatever's bothering you. Whatever bullshit you got going on, whatever drama you got going on, if you're stressed out, come out that weekend and celebrate with me. It's also called Smoke Free because it'll be 2 years, the 2-year celebration. I know y'all can't really see this nigga because, again, he washed it, so he fucked up the fade on the shirt. I'm talking about you, nigga. It's a nigga that's in that shirt. That's my man, Black Paco. 2 years ago, he stopped smoking cigarettes. And so I feel like if niggas can throw parties because you want to dress in all white, if we can throw extravagant birthday parties, if we can fucking... And nigga, if we popping bottles for gender reveals, I can pop a bottle because my man's decided to stop smoking cigarettes.
Drop an addiction.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Throw a party because a man dropped an addiction.
Exactly. So April 16th through the 20th, man. It's called Smoke Free only because of that. There will be a lot of smoke there. Read between the fucking lines.
Facts.
First night, a lot of niggas have been asking me why am I charging $44.99. The $44.99, one, is a trick on play. Real shit, and real quick, if you charge a nigga $45 for anything, if you give a nigga a round number, they think it's a decent and fair price. Mm-hmm. If you give anybody anything $99, they always feel like they saving something. That's number one. Number two, fuck gems. Number two, on the first day you get there, I'm giving you all free alcohol at the meet and greet, which is on Thursday. Friday night, we having a toga/smoke party. You get free pre-rolls and all free, not free alcohol that night. Some of the alcohol, well, actually it is free alcohol, but you can tip my bartender, and it is motherfucking highly recommended. So you get free weed and free alcohol on night 2. Day 3, you get a live show with 3 different podcasts, a rap performance, and you get free fucking food. There's no alcohol at the live show because the hotel knows that we some niggas, so they don't want you niggas getting all out of pocket and shit. But there will be refreshments, juice, tea, whatever the fuck I decide. But you get free food. And then at the kickback, there's more free alcohol. So whatever else you decide to do in Vegas for $45, motherfucker, listen, you can't go right now and go get a decent pair of tennis shoes for $45.
Facts.
And I just got your ass fucked up. You can't even you find me a bottle of Remy for less than $60. You can't do it. And I just fucking got you fucked up for 3 days straight. If another nigga asks me what they get for $44.99, I'll pull my dick out and smack your mama. Come to Smoke Free, April 16th through the 20th. Out of Left Field podcast gonna be there. Views from the 7 podcast gonna be there. Shenanigans with Friends is gonna be there. Motherfucking hosted by Baylor the Great. J Omega's performing. Me and Paco definitely gonna be there. Hosted by Paco and Penrose presents. The host of the show is Baylor the Great. We having a huge fucking time. Shout out to my whole crew, man. Shout out to the Pack Gang. That's my crew, too. I'm just Jackie. Chris from Shenanigans. My big homie, D. Murph. Shout out to Paco. Shout out to Baylor. Shout out to my nigga, Mo Dollars, a.k.a. Danny, nigga. That's the Pack Gang. So that's the only shout outs I really got. One shout out I will say, I used to end my show like this, and I got for the new season, I'm going to change it different. But I used to say, you can unfollow me on Twitter, you can unfollow me on Facebook, but you can never unsuck my dick. So shout out to the rest of them bitches, too. I love you all. But anyway.
Oh, man.
It's fucking genius.
I told you I do this shit. I love this shit.
Yo, I'm geek. Type of time. Positive notes to leave out on before we get out of here?
A positive note, honestly, protect your energy. When you die, you're 28 grams less than you were or when you were alive, which means that you do have a soul. And your soul is 100% energy. It never can die, and it never can be created again. So what I'm saying is I believe in wholeheartedly reincarnation. If you're a shit piece of person now, you come back to be treated as shit. For example, if you're a shitty person now, you come back as a dung beetle in your next life. I don't know if that's truly how it'll happen, but I'm saying protect your energy. Sometimes there's those people that we love that like to talk about how shitty things are. They fuck us up. You don't need those people around. Sometimes you got people around that want to uplift you, but we so stuck in bullshit opportunities or bullshit emotions that we don't realize motherfuckers is trying to get us to the next level. Protect your energy. Your energy is yours. Can't nobody take it from you, and can't nobody give it to you. Don't let nobody fuck it up.
Big facts. Big facts. With all that being said, tell my millennials, being your age is a sin, and no one wants to hear your woes. To everybody else, this has been another episode of the Addisons and Woes podcast. Peace.
Our sins and woes.